Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the Poetic People Fighting Racism's first Poetry Slam with your dancing MC, Anthony, the man about love, Cordova. Hit your clap emoji. Show him some love.
Well. Look, I done danced my earpiece out. Can you believe it? And everybody, I'm so happy you're all here. Again, as Jill said, this is the first Juneteenth Poetry Slam on Poetic People Fighting Racism and the Really Charlie podcast. Here we are. Yay! Now, for those of you that don't know, I didn't get to say this before the show, but you can clap, you can laugh, you can hit any of those emojis across the bottom, the three, at any time during the show, and we will hear them. Then, if you also want to hit different emojis, you can hit the 4. I'm out of breath from dancing. Wow, can you believe it? You could hit the 4 emojis and click on that, and you'll see a whole bunch of emojis. You could pick the one you want and type in a comment. If you want, then just press send. So that's how that works. And throughout the show, I will be telling everyone how to work that in between contestants so we know what we're doing. So there's a couple of things with doing this Juneteenth Poetry Slam. Now, we here in America, even though we just made Juneteenth a holiday, a federal holiday, we don't celebrate it like we celebrate the 4th of July. And I think we should. I think we should make sure that we do. It is our responsibility to do this. And I realized it because I was watching CNN's coverage of Juneteenth, and it was actually pretty good. And it really started feeling like a holiday to me. And I'm like, well, gee, we really need to have all kinds of events. And I'm not saying no events went on. Plenty of events did go on. But we need to have those big gatherings, the big family gatherings and parties and fireworks and all of this stuff, because we are finally free-ish. We're finally free-ish. And we will get into that later. But right now, I'd like to ask Really Charlie of the Really Charlie podcast, which is also Charlie Perry, to come to the stage if he's able to. So that's what we would like. We would like to hear the man with the sultry voice. Hey, how you doing? I know I don't do it like Charlie, but what can I do?
What's going
There's
on?
The man.
What's going on?
Oh man, what are you wearing?
I'm dressed to the T, man.
Oh man, you gonna make me go and change.
You always look good, so I don't want to hear that, man.
Man, well I appreciate that. I really do appreciate that.
So God's molds, man.
So yes. So Charlie, tell the audience a little bit about yourself and what you do within the community on your show, and kind of how we got together to do this show, to do this poetry slam.
Okay. I'm a poet, and I do know it now, and retired police officer. Now I'm working in the school department, trying to work some magic for all the families within the school district. Let's see. And, I have the Really Charlie podcast where I try to give people their flowers. And that's what's led to me meeting you and your wonderful wife, Jill, because you all came on my show and we've been friends ever since. And
Absolutely.
And
Yeah. So, one of the things one of the things, that everyone in the audience needs to know, this has changed the subject. If you see that we're not fitting your screen properly, just pinch us down, and it'll come into frame. That's a new thing with Fireside. But now getting back to Charlie and me, and I have another show on called, well, it is this same show, Poetic People Fighting Racism, that's every other week. But uh, I'm a poet too, as we all know.
Yes.
And Charlie and I were talking about how we've been in poetry contests before and slams before. And, I've placed in contests before and I got like a mug. I got a mug, and we've been doing this for years, and Charlie's gotten small little gifts like that. It almost makes me, I rather they didn't give me anything, just do my work, but to give me a mug, hey, here's a mug for you. Okay. So we thought it's time to give back to the community. And here we have this platform that's there all the time. It doesn't cost the viewer, it doesn't cost the poet that comes to my show, it doesn't cost you anything. So we decided to come out of our pockets. We didn't charge for anything, just so poets and musicians and all the painters, all the creative people can have a platform here, and especially poets, to do their poetry and win some money. You can actually win some money. First place is $100. Second place is $50. Third place is $25. Ooh, money, money, money. Get that money. I wish I could enter, but I can't. So that's the way it goes. And thank you, Charlie, for coming up and talking about how we got to this point. So, what have we got next? We have to look at these notes and see what's going on. And let's see. I told about I'm ahead of myself. I'm doing pretty good. I got stuff down already. So, what I'm going to do, we're going to get to the poets in just a moment. But the first thing I'm going to do to kind of launch it off and get us in the mood of poetry is I'm going to do a poem. And the poem's called Living and Dying. And it's from a manuscript I've written, a manuscript of poetry. Um, and it's titled Living and Dying. So if I can catch my breath, I'm just all hyped up because we got in here at the last minute and we're usually never late. Okay, so I'm going to do this poem, Living and Dying. Long, long before the creation of the United States of America, before we knew the blue and white eyes would sin against us, before they chained and shackled our majestic African ancestors, before they beat and whipped them into the belly of ships, before our ancestors' birth and our grandparents' birth and our parents' birth, before mine and your birth, we had already been branded. We had already been marked and targeted as less than. Less than for the melanin in our skin, less than for the darkness of our skin. Less than. Because we appeared to be different than them because of the color of our skin. Less than. Using less than as a false premise, the blue and white eyes told themselves it was their God-given right to enslave us. They told themselves it was their God-given right to forcibly remove us from our homeland in floating prisons of death and disease from western shores to eastern shores to sea to shiny sea. They told themselves it was their right to sell us and trade us. They told themselves it was their right to chain us, to whip us, to work us, to damn near dead, to blame us and maim us and brand us and hunt us, to rape us and burn us and treat us like mules and fools that had no soul or heart or brain. They told themselves it was their God-given right to commit these atrocities against humanity. They still don't see the insanity in the reality and crimes against humanity. God-given rights in the minds of the blue and white eyes tell themselves lies about who would live and who would die, living and dying. 246 years of us living and dying, plus another 156 years of us living, dying, and living and dying. Over 400 years or so of us living and dying. And it's not much different than before. It's not much different than today. We are still just living and dying, still living and dying. Damn. I'm back smiling because that was heavy. And I do want this poetry slam to be a celebration of us, a celebration of Juneteenth. It's time for us to celebrate. It's time for us to celebrate what we've been through and how we've been through it, and we're still getting through. So please just celebrate with me. Be happy. We're getting ready to hear some great poetry. We are. And I am going to ask my producer, are we ready for our first poet?
You have to introduce the judges first, please.
Oh, judges first. That's not the way I have it on my list, but or maybe I do. That's my bad. Yes, I do. So first we have Lucinda J. Clark. And she is an amazing woman. And I'm going to let her introduce herself and just really just kind of just brag on who you are so we can appreciate you and all that you do for the community.
Wow. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Tony?
Yes, we can now.
Oh, okay, great. Hey, Tony.
Hey.
Uh, it is great to be here tonight. I am excited to be part of the program. I've had a chance to work with your wife, Jill, many years many years ago through the Atlanta Writers Club.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I am based here in Augusta, Georgia, where I work with poets. I publish books. I have done some short films. And
Excellent.
yeah, I'm currently the outgoing president for the Georgia Poetry Society. Oh yeah. And the reason why I'm referencing that is that at this exact same time, we have sent a young lady from Savannah, Georgia. Her name is Jasmine Daniels, and she is representing us at the Blackberry Peach Bottom Poetry Slam. She has made the final.
Woo!
Everybody send up shout out for her.
That's right.
And so I
That's
am just
right.
thrilled to be here, just thrilled to be here, and looking forward to hearing the poets on your program tonight.
Yes, I am too. So thank you for being a judge. This really means a lot to all of us that you are here judging our wonderful poets. So thank you.
You're welcome. You are welcome.
Thank you. Okay, we're going to take you down off the stage and we're going to bring Diamond Moore, another incredible judge. I just met Diamond a few weeks ago and I was blown away by her poetry. I was just in awe. I was just like, that's right. Tell him that's right. You on the money. Keep it, girl. Tell it, woman. Okay, so here we are, Diamond Moore. So happy you're here. Please tell the audience about yourself.
Hello, fellow poets and wordsmiths. My name is Diamond Moore, and it is my great pleasure to be here with y'all tonight. I'm an author, a poet, a mother, and an educator. I hold a bachelor's in English, and I'm currently pursuing my master's with Spalding University, which is where I met Tony and his wonderful wife here. I believe deeply in the infinite power of words, and oftentimes within mine, you'll find echoes of both joys and sorrows as, evidence of what's bringing us all here together tonight. Um, as a poet and an author, I often use my pen to touch hearts, kindle imaginations, and evoke deep visceral emotions that resonate within others incredibly deeply. And so I'm assuming that most of you are here because you feel the same way about your own writing. So thank you all for the very warm welcome, and I am so excited to continue witnessing the unfolding of your words tonight and the universes in which they reside.
Woo! Wow, excellent. Oh, this I'm just like crazy excited. I mean, we have these great judges here. I mean, really, they're right here on Poetic People Fighting Racism, double PFR, right here. We're doing something, we're making history. Hopefully, this will be the first of many slams. We'll see how that goes. So, we're going to move on. Let's look what's on my list. Ooh, we're getting ready to get started with the contest. That's what we're getting ready to do. Yes, we are. Now, to let you know, each contestant has, yes, I got you. My producer's giving me information like breaking news. She's sending breaking news to me. So, there are some ground rules. There are ground rules. Now, first of all, each contestant gets 5 minutes. Only 5 minutes, 5 minutes. That's it. 5 minutes. And then you're going to hear a beep, beep, beep. That means it's time to stop. So please stop. Please, because we don't want to cut you off. We don't be like we're mean and stuff, just knocking y'all off the stage. So 5 minutes and you will hear a beep, beep, beep. So our first contestant is Alicia Henderson. Did I pronounce your first name correctly?
Yes, you did.
Oh, cool. One down. What, 5 to go or 4 to go? Yeah, okay. Well, cool. So I'm going to take myself off video. You're still going to hear me here. And the whole stage is yours. They see no one but you. And they're going to hear no one but you and this amazing poem that you're going to bring to us. So without further ado, you are on. What are we missing?
Tell where she lives and what the name of
you,
her poem is.
That would help. That would help. Oh, yes, it would. Thank you. And I have all that information right here. And Alicia is from Upper Marlboro, Maryland.
Maryland. Mhm.
There we go. And the poem that she's going to do is The Thought of You.
Yes.
It's all yours.
Okay, so before I get started, I just want you to let you know this is about Black love, Black connection. So Juneteenth, I'm going to hit you from a different standpoint. I'm going to start as the female. This is a poem from my books that I wrote. I have 6 books. So this is a poem from the book. I'm going to start off as the female and come in as the male and then finish out as the female. And this is The Thought of You. My body quivers with the thought of you, how your fingers slowly travel between my breasts, never at rest until the quest of my forbidden triangle is reached. My body aches because of you, feeling the warmth of your breath as your mouth opens to allow your tongue to circle my lips, causing my hips to rise in anticipation, feeling that sensation amidst my thighs. My heart palpitates with the thought of you. When you lift me off the floor, kissing every inch, me wanting more, don't stop. Take me away. My mind, my body, my soul needs to be free. Transport me to ecstasy. And then you'll say, I'm here to please. Lay back, relax. Let me put your mind at ease. My body's grateful for every inch of you. The methodic motion paralyzes my inner being, only foreseeing the erotic notion of what's to come, convulsing in the pleasure of the fluidity of my treasured one. My body rests because of you. The sensation of orgasmic splendor causes my spirit to surrender, only to find the contentment fleeting, pining for another greeting of your touch, your kiss. This is what I miss when I'm separated from that thing my body craves. Materialize. Save me from the thought of you. I'm here, baby, saving you from the thought of me. Your triangle's no longer forbidden. I'll fulfill your every need. I'll taste your sweet nectar, not leave a drop in sight. Feed on you like a delicacy till day turns to night. Saving you from the thought of me is all that I desire. Concentrate while I manipulate the ignition of your fire. Come on, baby. Let me honor my promise to you. My mouth is salivating. You're well overdue. Thank you for saving me. Your task is complete. Now, may I reciprocate? Relax. Take a seat.
Bravo, bravo, bravo. I wish I had the snaps going on, but I cut my thumb and I can barely snap. Oh, that was excellent. That was excellent. That was excellent. And you did it in under 5 minutes. You had time to spare. All right. So I would like to make a quick comment. So in this poem that you did, what I see is that intimate Black love that we all need to experience. And Black love is really important for us, not just the act of it, but it's important for us because living in this country, we're always being beaten down because of the color of our skin. Our grandparents been beaten down. Our great grandparents been beaten down. Our ancestors been beaten down. And it brings it all together. So thank you
Absolutely.
so much. Yes, thank you so much for that poem. I actually loved it.
Thank
I
you.
wish I was one of the judges, but I'm not, unfortunately. I'm not. It's going to be up to our esteemed judges. So I'm coming back on the stage, showing my face. Here I am. Do we have the next contestant on the stage, my producer? We are good. So Alicia, do you know how to take yourself down? Oh, you already did.
Working
Oh,
on how
y'all
do I
are,
do it?
y'all. Oh no, you're still there. That's right.
Okay, how do I come
Um,
on? There we go.
You don't know how to do it? Okay, we got it. Wonderful, wonderful. Everyone, this is Miss Meach. She is fabulous. Just her face is glowing, and I feel all of her energy coming towards me. And when I say this, I'm not just saying this because I'm actually a psychic empath, and I also have a show on this app, the soul reader. So I'm not saying this just because I really feel you coming through to me. So, Miss Meach, is Fall River, Massachusetts. Yay, 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 yay. Massachusetts is in the house tonight, though, for real. And her poem is Capitalism. Ooh, get that money. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to jump down, and Miss Meach, the stage is yours. It's all yours. Just you.
Hello, good evening, everyone. So as our lovely host has stated, my name is Miss Meach, and the piece that I'll be reciting for you tonight is titled Capitalism. It was all foreseen. The history and struggle with money, earning it up, then spending it times 3. It won't let me free, been chasing it since a teen. Traveled overseas, even got degreed. It still won't let me free. J.O.B., yeah, I keep 2 or 3. The system's got a hold of me. Is it really all it seems? CVS, VVs, and Louis V's? Dust collecting things? Leave you blind, trying, eating, buying things? You might as well be injecting yourself with disease. Remember, everything you do and don't do is passed down through the stems, bark, and roots of your family tree. Ashe.
Ashe, ashe, ashe. All right. We love that too. Another fantastic, fantastic poem. Oh, that is so wonderful. So wonderful. So I'm coming back to the stage. There I am. Hoo-hoo. I'm always surprised when that works. Bringing myself back to the stage and it works. Oh, all right. Technology is good. Is your friend. So that poem, what inspired you to write a poem about capitalism? Because in this country, it's like capitalism rules everything, controls everything. Everything gets back to the dollar. So what inspired you for that poem?
I think what inspired me to write this poem was my experience with studying abroad and then it being cut short and coming back to the United States
Mm-hmm.
in the week of COVID and just having time to sit and think and reflect. It was my last year of undergrad at San Francisco State University, and I was just thinking about my next steps. And honestly, I still don't have any interest of entering the corporate world to try to climb the corporate ladder to conform with our capitalistic society. Something that I also seen studying abroad, living in a different country, and then coming back home was the need for people to keep up with the Joneses and buy these things to either try to make themselves feel good or to impress others when there's really more to life than that.
Excellent, excellent. And I have actually written on that topic also. It wasn't called capitalism, but I talked about how in this country, we're all wandering around kind of lost, and all we do is follow someone else. They have a car, I want a car. They have this nice house, I want that nice house. They wear that clothes, I want that clothes. And we don't learn how to be individuals. And but you're off to a good start and you're young. So that is fabulous. Let me check real quick with my producer, and we got a little time to kill because our next guest is having problems or something. I don't know. I see this. Ah. So that's cool. So and now I'm getting thumbs up. So we're gonna take you down, Miss Meach. Do you remember how to take yourself off the stage? Okay. If you take yourself off the stage, and we will bring up our next contestant, unless we're good. We are good. Okay, so our next contestant, and she's already on the stage, yay! Which is Maya Livramento, yay! And she is also from, say it again?
New Bedford. New Bedford,
New Bedford.
Massachusetts.
That's right. This is the Massachusetts crew, New Bedford, Massachusetts. And I've been to Massachusetts many, many times. And my sister went to Clark University up there in Worcester for
Nice.
undergrad. So that's cool. So your poem tonight, I see here, We Respond. And I know this is going to be powerful. So I'm just going to sit back, hold on to something. Hold on to something because I know it's coming. So the floor is yours.
Thank you. I just want to say thank you to everyone who's already shared. Your poems are awesome. Thank you for having me. And yep, my name is Maya Livramento. I also go by Maze around here. I am a mixed media visual artist and also a spoken word poet. So I'm just going to jump right in because this is a little lengthy. They call out, they, the ancestors, and we respond. We who learn to wear our collective post-traumatic stress like a string of freshwater pearls handed down directly from the necks of our Grammys, nanas, yayas, and yayos. Women who had neither time nor luxury to complain about the amount of washing or cooking needing to be done because, well, there were always bigger fish to fry. Women who kept plates and saved space. Women who carried the weight of her own shoulders and the weight of everyone else's tears, fears, resentments, and shames. The we who learned to dance like our ancestors were watching because we knew they were and still are. From every corner of heaven do they hoot, holler, and make some joyful noises in an attempt to dull the echo of the throbbing chaos that has become our birthright here. They call out, we respond. They call out, we respond. We shall overcome someday. Someday, we stopped asking when, if indeed we stopped to pay attention to all those hallowed voices of all those strange fruit left to rot off the branch so that now they nourish the root and the soil that is supposed to be our only legacy. This land is your land. This land is my land. My land is resilient and forgiving. This land has been sitting on an ever shifting and crumbling foundation since the beginning. My land is calling us back, but this land it needs us. This land has taught us all there is to teach us. About time we return the favor, and so we carry on and continue to flavor our walks and our talks, our salons and our barber shops, our rhythms and our isms, all flavored with the essence of salted liquid let loose from the corners of the eyes and left to drip down over the thick lips of so many she-ros and heroes, all some kind of black, brown, beige, or otherwise Negro. We sit in fellowship, sometimes over a bottle, sometimes surrounded by stained glass, and we dare to laugh deep, deep belly laughs. Dear Lord, keep us from crying, calling the Most High. We laugh and grab at straws when there is all there is left. By any means, well, that's what we have always done best. We push back and we rise up, still, after George, after Brianna, after Elijah, after Sandra, after our young Malcolm, all the Emmett Tills who still are having to ask why. So we rise up. Like the dust of the African plain under the stomping feet of our brothers and sisters chanting for rain and redemption, they call out and we respond. We rise up like my Nana did without alarm and full of gratitude for the breath of life that allowed her to rise up like she never even seen the bottom. But we know she did, and so when they call out, we respond. Our words are more than our bonds. They are the keys that unlock the bars of yesteryears and the chains of yesterdays. We have no masters here. We reach like sunflowers turning to an early winter's sun. We sing like caged birds, knowing the day and the time has come to be relieved of and released from the tattered hearts we were not allowed to wear on our sleeve. What good are they now? We listen. We learn to listen like our great and greater grandmothers listen for the sound of the hounds and the cracking of the whips in the distance. We glisten like the shea buttered skin of Sicily. We open our arms wide like Maya's and Amanda Gorman's smile and say, we are still not done. Our ancestors call out and we respond. They call out and we respond. She rose and he rose, black, beige, albino, and otherwise all types of Negro. Oh, but wait, we ain't really free though. Freedom means not having to hide, not having to dodge, duck, and dive. It's taking a jog and returning home. It's the right to tell an officer he or she is out of line and still go home. It's not having to beg to breathe. No, freedom is supposed to ring, but the bells have not been rocked for quite some time. But our voices still bring the heat of 1,000 suns over desert sands. When we run for that prize, guess what? We're gonna run holding hands because we learned that when our ancestors call out, we respond. They call out and we respond. Thank you.
Oh man, they talking about killing it. Ooh, judges. You guys got a hard way to go tonight. So please remember to tally your votes after each contestant. Oh, that was an amazing poem.
Thank you for
Maya.
having me.
Oh, thank you for giving us this. I mean, I feel like I went to a poetry slam.
Oh,
What?
good.
This is just so cool.
It's a great
Oh my
compliment.
goodness. This is oh, I'm like so excited. You don't know. And see, that was your beeper and you came in under time. So great.
Nice.
Cool. Oh, thank you so much for that. Yeah, judges. You got your work cut out for you. You really do. So let me check with my producer. We're good for the next guest, for the next poet, I mean. So if well, our contestants are so great. She's already off the stage. We're getting our next one up, and our next poet should be Groovy Grandmama. And she'll be here in a second, I'm sure. And if we're having some technical difficulties, I can help with that possibly. Well, Groovy Grandmama is from Augusta, Georgia. Now Georgia's getting ready to represent. That's what's going to happen. And when we get her to the stage, she's going to do a poem called This Ain't Living. I understand. This ain't living. I really do. So we getting close to having her up here. Ah, there we go. Yay! All right. So you're here. I'm so excited. Yes, we hear you. We hear you. We got you. We hear you. You are here. So we're going to let you just go ahead and get right into this. I'm going to pull myself off the stage and you will be center stage. So here you go. You can start when you're ready.
Excuse me. I have something to say. Step forward if you're tired of living the same way. Hey! Masters took up jobs as police to keep us enslaved. Gave our brothers different color flags and called it a gangbang. These brothers are still mentally chained, like they're still plum fields down there at the chain gang. Cops lock them in a cell like the monkeys in a cage, then laugh at them while they dig out their graves. God has to answer for this outrage. Let's open his book and turn the page. The book of Proverbs told me that anger is not a fruit of the fruitful tree. So how do I bite down anger when injustices are pressed onto people like me, or when a black man gets killed in the street, neck being crushed by the law's knee, murmuring, I can't breathe? A way of coping is to open eyes and realize that if the Messiah they could crucify, they too will stone black lives in churches, in schools, grocery stores, comment sections. We can be strapped and still lack protection. We can defund the police and still won't be at
peace. Let's reflect on Martin Luther King, who, in despite of everything, somehow still wore love like a wedding ring. And what's that song Mr. Marvin Gaye used to sing? This ain't living. No, no, Marvin, this is living. They created laws to amend. We emancipated and proclaimed that we, the black people, are free. But these laws don't justify black folk like me. It's a troubled world in which we're living. What is happening? Every 3 seconds, someone's kidnapping and sold somebody's baby into human trafficking. What is happening, brother, mother, sons are praying in prison. Cops know these men are innocent. Grandmas write their grandsons letters of love, telling them you hang in there, baby. True justice comes from up above as tears from giving black mothers stream. Their son lost their life to the hype of the American dream. Cry, mama, cry, you let it out. Shout if you have to, mama, you got the right to shout. Hey, I'm with Marvin, I can't keep living this way. Hey, I want to see a better day. Change starts with a black-owned business on every block. Yeah, teach your little boys about a trade instead of how to use a Glock. Never thought I'd see the day our little girls would exchange hopscotch to twerk on TikTok. Give our girls awareness of their wings to grow older and fly high like a bird. Sit the youth down with proverbs, let them share a word. It is time to give the wind a different whirl in this world. Anger won't get it. Sign a petition. Use the heart and mind that God gifted. Like Mr. Marvin Gaye saying, this ain't living. So we gotta fix it. I say all of this because enough is enough. We live in a country full of complaining with no results. It is time for our women to stand up, our men to man up, to instill in the youth to survive in a world so tough, but to never let it steal your ability to love. Thank you.
Ooh, amen, amen, amen. Ooh, I am blown away. I am just blown away. I am blown away for real, for real. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I truly do feel like I'm at a slam. We have some amazing, amazing, amazing poets, and Groovy Grandmama, you are incredible. Thank you so much for that great poem. I'm just ready to fall out. You know, even during your poem, I was just ready to start shouting. And I had to keep my mouth shut. I had to just keep my mouth shut.
Thank you.
Yes, but beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let me check with my producer real quick. How we doing for the next contestant? And we are good. So, Groovy Grandmama, you can pull yourself off the stage.
I'm
And
trying to
we've
drop
got
down.
Okay, and then if you're having a problem with it, then we probably can help you.
Please.
Are you going to take care of that, Jill? Okay. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Well, in the meantime, our next contestant is going to be Gigi Cosmos. Gigi Cosmos. Oh, I'm looking forward to that. And here we go. Here we go. Massachusetts representing again, born and raised in New Bedford, Massachusetts. And I have noticed that all the black folk from New Bedford, Massachusetts are really proud to be from New Bedford, Massachusetts. So it must be a great place to grow up and a great place to live. So we have Gigi Cosmos there. Can you hear me? And can I hear you?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
We hear you fine. Yes. Yes.
Wonderful.
So as you know, you have 5 minutes and you can start when you're ready.
Okay, so
Oh wait, did
my
I
name
say which?
is.
Oh, I didn't. I'm sorry. I didn't say which poem. Yeah, I was so hooked on New Bedford. You're doing Homegrown. The poem you're doing is Homegrown. Wonderful. Okay,
Homegrown. Yes,
it's
yes.
on you. It's all yours.
Thank you, and thank you everyone for allowing me this blessing to read this evening. I am just taken by everyone's work, so thank you. So this is called Homegrown and was written, seems like a lifetime ago because I've just always been so fatigued with uprooting. So this is called Homegrown. Indigenous to their land, foreign man trying to change their plan, leave them alone. Come to learn, don't come to change. You didn't write what's on their page. Leave them alone. You taint their rivers, you change their songs, you take away from them what belongs. Leave them alone. Now imagine someone in your space, moving in your home, changing your place, burning your clothes, burning your books, changing your views, altering your looks. No more church on Sundays, preaching to you their ways, spreading disease until total despair. Finally, you die, no one cares. Leave them alone. Thank you.
Well, thank you. Wonderful
You're
poem.
welcome.
Oh, it's wonderful. Really, when I say this, I am not joking. I am really excited about this poetry slam because we have like nothing but great poets here. It's amazing. Um, oh Lord, I'm just like going like insane. I'm going insane. So thank you so much
You're
for
welcome.
that poem, New Bedford, Massachusetts, representing. And I
You're
know,
welcome.
yeah, oh yes, and I know we're going to hear from someone else from New Bedford before the night's over. I'm sure. So our next contestant and our last contestant is Michelle Rodriguez, also from New Bedford, Massachusetts. And the poem she's going to do is called My Thoughts. My Thoughts. So we're just trying to get her to the stage. And is she there yet? Because I don't see her yet. Okay, so we're working on getting her to the stage. And in the meantime, I want to tell everyone about my website, which is no2bstill.com. And I'm getting a, oh, yeah. So Jill just told me that she sent you invitation, so you need to accept it. She's there. Oh, you are there. I'm looking that way, and you're right here. Ho-ho! Ain't that something else? So, I already introduced you. Can we hear you? Let's make sure we can hear you. Michelle, can you hear us?
Can you hear me?
Yes. You're
I can hear
breaking up a
you.
little bit. Okay, you're breaking up a little bit. Are you using a external mic or anything?
I'm using just let me see. Let's see.
Yeah, you're just gobble gobble.
Can you hear me now?
You keep breaking up. You keep breaking up. Let's see what I'm trying to think what we can do about that. Give us a count to 5. Let's see what it sounds like. And now you're frozen. It may be her internet signal. Okay. You want to take her down? So what we're going to do is take you off the stage, and then we're going to send another invitation for you to come back because you had frozen. And if your Wi-Fi is weak, maybe you want to go closer to your router or switch to 5G instead of Wi-Fi. That might do the trick. So I was talking about if you want to learn a little bit more about me, I just have a new website that came live, know2bstill.com. That is KNOW, number 2, letter B, still.com. So check that out. The other thing, and also check out the Really Charlie podcast right here on Fireside. And Charlie can tell you later about which days he's going to be on because I don't always know. And Charlie also has an internet radio show, WNB1. And okay, you're back. Let's see how you're sounding now. Same thing. You sound like, hear me? And I got a beeper going off here. Oh, this is messed up. No, the answer is no. We really can't. We would hardly hear any of your poem. Keep moving around. Let's see. Do you have on earbuds? If you have earbuds in, wireless earbuds, maybe turn those off. And if none of that works, we're going to try to bring you back, but no video. That's what we might have to do sometimes. You know, technical issues. Sometimes the video causes things to mess up. Mess up. Now, also in the meantime, there we're back. Let's see. Not really. You are on. You know, I definitely can tell you're on a phone because you're moving around. Turn your video off, and then we'll see if we can hear you. Because right now you're frozen, and we can't. You're frozen, not moving, and we can't hear you or anything. So,
Yeah, Tony, I was trying to see if I can find her poem. Maybe I could read it, but I can't. I would have to get off my phone and.
yeah, let's not do that right now. Let's get her to come back. Come back one more time.
Ask her to speak. She's still on the stage.
Are you on? Oh, is she? No, I don't hear anything.
Michelle, if you could hear us, please speak.
I think, yeah, she's on the stage. See if you're muted. Look down there, see if your mic is muted down on the lower right-hand corner. And we'll see if we can just get your audio.
She's not muted.
No, she's not muted. Well, we're not hearing anything. Well,
I'll try to get her on video one more time.
Okay, you try to get her on video. In the meantime, let's go ahead and get Charlie to do it. Charlie, are you ready to do your poem? And Charlie is not a contestant.
What's up, man? How you
Hey,
doing?
hey, there you are.
These women are knocking it out the park, man.
They're killing it. They are killing it. And I really want to hear Michelle's also. Because if she's like all the rest of the poets we have here tonight, she's gonna kill it too. It's amazing.
Well, I know she's kind of a deep person, so it probably would be equivalent to what we already heard, you know?
Yeah.
Let me see. Can you hear me?
Oh, we hear you good.
All right. So do you want me to read my poem or you want me to wait? Okay.
You go ahead and read it. In the meantime, she'll be trying to get back here. Yeah, you go ahead and read yours, and I'm gonna jump down off the stage.
Okay. Let me do one thing, Tony. Could you just chit chat for a little bit?
Chit chat.
Let me just make sure.
Yeah, I can do that.
My settings are correct, you know, because I don't want to be going off the screen, you know.
Yeah, and you must be. I don't know what you did, but you're kind of frozen.
All right, hold on one second.
And everything's moving slow now. Even I'm trying to get back on video and as is having a problem. So yeah, you go ahead and do your thing, Charlie.
All right. Title of this is Juneteenth. The Declaration was June 19th, 1865. That is nationally known as a holiday. Slavery was a way of bonding a race into servitude for another race. A black face was property like a cow or a mule, sold, slaved, engraved by a leather whip, or branded by a metal tip from a hot iron. That's hot iron brand. Life was grand for everyone else but a Negro man, woman, or child. Who is that light skinned baby? That baby was born a crime because the master left something violently behind. Juneteenth is a holiday. It's a reminder that a human being can be the most horrific thing on earth or be the masters of cruelty. Cruelty has many faces and many colors. Juneteenth is about a Negro name that was changed to be a nigger, just so the atrocities could hurt just by calling a Negro a name. This young national holiday is already receiving so much hate. A race survived its fate, and even its faith couldn't unlock the change at their feet. I heard a lot of folks, not black, say that they wanted their workday back. Well, try a plantation for a day, and the world was silent. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, Charlie. You are the man. You've always been the man, and you're going to keep being the man. New Bedford definitely did represent tonight. It is no joke. We're going to have to get the Georgia crew together. Because, yeah, oh boy. So I think we're going to try Michelle again. I think she's on the stage. Yes. So we're just going to hear her. Okay. Michelle, can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yes. Still breaking a little bit, but let's go with
Oh,
it.
maybe it's where I'm at home.
Yeah. So,
All right.
so you're on.
Am I breaking up too much?
No, we can hear you now.
Okay, great. All right. I'm going to start now. All right. So mine is called My Thoughts. I'm a clinician at High Point. I work with women that have, substance abuse. So I think about them all the time and what they're facing. So it's called My Thoughts. In my lows, I managed to stay sunken in my thoughts. I just sat there and stared into the white colored walls. My body was still, but my legs were restless. At times, I was holding my breath without even doing it voluntarily. I was grasping for air every time. I felt my heartbeat without even having to put my hand on my chest. My gloomy room became my cage. I was in isolation but felt safe. My thoughts and sanity were contained around me. That is where I had my control. My thoughts became my friend. I couldn't tell if what I was thinking was actually real. The harm I can cause myself, but yet in my lows, I felt comfortable. The harm, I believed more in my thoughts than any other human. They had let me down, but my thoughts was always there to guide me. Why did my thoughts keep me way down? I couldn't enjoy the air, the scenery of the world around me. The sunken place had taken over me and the overanalyzing everything. My legs became weak, so I couldn't stand tall to climb or call for help. What should I do? What should I do? Am I stuck here feeling all blue? So I looked at the wall and seen a crack where there was a dim light that faced northward. Once I looked towards that light, it was no longer night.
All this time I have been in the sunken place, I never noticed there was a stool next to me. So I stood up and balanced my body on the small stool and screamed, hey, hey, can anybody hear me? I need help and a helping hand to push me out of this hole. I don't know how long I have been here, but I'm ready to get out. No one knows I've been here for a long time. So moral of the story is that at times we are so consumed about the sadness or the traumas that we forget to live life. We may go into a depressive role that we can't see the beauty that's around us. The effort made can rescue you from the sunken place. Everyone around you is living while you are focusing on your negative thoughts. It is time to cut the cord. You had become accustomed to the type of feeding and it became comfortable. Ask for help and don't stay sunken. You have a story to tell, but it's up to you how you would want it to end.
Amen. All right. There we go. I'm happy that we got that through. You know, a great poem. I'm so happy that we stayed and worked on it so we could hear your wonderful poem. Now, I do want to ask you a question because we don't see you on video. So, with that poem, it's about many things. And do you have, and this is your, I'm asking for your personal opinion, do you have any advice for people of color that don't ever want to ask for help when it comes to their mental health? Do you have any thoughts on that, Michelle? Are you still there? No, she may not be there. Wow. Okay. But because that is getting towards the end of our show, that was our last contestant. So it's time for the judges to do their thing. So, judges, you need to tally your votes and send them to Jill, and we'll get to that. And then um, once the votes are tallied, Jill will give me who third place is, second place is, and first place is. And we will send you a virtual gift card tonight straight to your email. So you won't have to chase us down for weeks. About, hey, where's my prize money? You guys said you had a prize money, but yeah, we're going to send it to you tonight. Yes, 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 we are. Really, Charlie, can you come back up and we can talk a little bit about how do you feel about tonight and how it went?
I just I mean this was extraordinary. Definitely more something a little bit more than I expected, and I'm only saying it because they I didn't know the talent, didn't know what we were going to get,
Hmm.
and then when I seen or heard what we received, I'm so happy, and I hope that each and every one of the poets that are here definitely do this more often, and also write a book.
Yeah.
Write a book because this is some amazing things in it, and I was inspired by so many of them. And when I do replay this and replay it again, I'm gonna get so inspired by a lot of things, and it
Yeah.
starts from you from the beginning, and all the way up to the end with Michelle. I mean, I just was inspired by so many things, and I'm very very pleased and happy.
Yeah. And me too. I feel exactly the same way because I haven't heard any of the poets that were here tonight. And I was like pleasantly surprised. I mean, I really felt like I tuned in to a poetry slam because the caliber of poets. Now, here's the thing with us poets is that You know, some of us been doing this for years and years and years and years. I've been doing this for 20 years. Um, I'm not really trying to become a famous poet, but I'm trying to give back to the community. So with me doing Poetic People Fighting Racism, and that show comes on every other Saturday night. So the next show won't be next Saturday, but the following Saturday. And I encourage poets to come and artists to come and musicians to come and show us your talent, because when you're a person of color, we have to have some type of way to get this stress off of us, to show how we feel and what it's like living in this country, because it's not the same for everyone in this country. So we really need to have that platform to give a release and a relief, release and relief. And on every episode, I choose a topic. So we can talk about that topic and we can talk about whatever. Now, in this show, when you come to the show, it's not, nothing is off limits, and it's a safe place. No hatred. There's no hatred in Poetic People Fighting Racism. It's all about love and community and pulling together. And to have a platform where you can recite your poetry or play your music or sing. And just so you all know, this isn't like a local platform. This goes out all over the world. And we have listeners to our shows all over the world. So that's a big platform. Plus, before the end of this year, Fireside, you'll be able to watch this show, Charlie's show, people that are on, the creators that are on Fireside. You'll be able to turn on your smart TV and watch our shows. So this is a big deal. It's a big deal, and it's here for you. All you have to do is take it, use it, and we can do some good work. We can, because we have to help each other. Because if we don't help each other, ain't nobody else gonna do it. And
Exactly.
right now, yes, right now, they're taking away our rights. And the only way we're going to get our rights back and get more rights and more justice for us is that we use our voices, use our gifts, use our intelligence. Our intelligence. We have to do this. It's our responsibility. It's not anybody else's. Let's do what we can do. So please come to this platform. Come to my show. Come, let's talk about these things. Come, let's show how great we are, because we are. What do we have? We had six poets here tonight. All of them were great. You know, what's the odds of a first time poetry slam and every poet is just great? I think Jill has just handed me the results of who.
Tony, I want to
Go
add
ahead,
a
Charlie.
comment. Michelle wrote that yes, we need to get up and make movement. It's the time to do so. And now that we are being an example to our next generations. And she also wrote something previous to that, to ask you a question, answer your question, um, about what we should do as far as mental health.
Mental
And
health? Yeah.
she wrote, our people fall into a stigma due to discrimination, and we should rise above it and let it be known that we need help. And that's
Will
it.
do. Will do. Hold on one second. Okay. Well, yes, we do. I have the winners in my hand. Uh, Charlie, I'm going to ask you to step down for a moment, and thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. So we're going to step down. We're going to announce the winners. And Jill, would you like when I announce the third place, would you like them to come up for a second, or are we going to wait till this is all done?
I can bring them up as you say their names.
Okay. Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay. Third place. Third place. Third place. Third place. Are you ready? Third place wins $25. Third place is Miss Meech. Miss Meech. Miss Meech. Come on up to the stage and I'll hand you your $25. Woo! Yay! So we're bringing Miss Meech to the stage. And she'll be here in a second. I am like so excited. I feel like there she is again. You popped up. I feel your energy. I'm an empath. I feel it right here. This is where it comes through. So, Miss Meech, what do you have to say? Are you going to Disneyland?
Not with $25.
That won't even fill up your gas tank. But you can go to Mickey D's or something, you know. So tell us a little something. How do you feel, and how was this experience for you?
I feel really excited, really honored and heard. This experience is new. I've performed in poetry slams in person. This is the first time I've done it virtually.
Oh,
So it was
cool.
great to see different poets from different states, and I enjoyed everybody's work of art.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Okay, so later on, like way after the show, but sometime tonight, you'll get an email. It's a virtual gift card, and you can do your thing with it. Splurge, 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 right? Cool. And thank you so much for participating. We really enjoyed it. Okay, what do we have next, Jill?
Second place.
Second place. Are we ready for second place? Are you going to take Miss Meech off stage? No? We're going to leave everybody
She
out?
knows how to take herself off.
Okay. Miss Meech, can you take yourself off stage? There we go. Great. Thank you. Second place. This is the second place winner for $50. $50. You can't go to Disneyland on that either, but you could go dinner for two at, oh, you guys might not have Bojangles up there. Well, you can go dinner for two at Mickey D's or something, or the Chinese restaurant. That'll get it, won't it? Well, yeah, you can eat two people for, yeah. So, second place is Groovy Grandmama. Yay! Come on to stage. Come on. Let's see you. Let's see your face. There you are. Now she is a spoken word artist. She is. So, Groovy Grandma, do you have anything to say? Any comments? How was this experience for you?
So this is my first virtual spoken word slam. I usually do them in person, so it was actually a great experience. In slams, I usually, don't hear people have the room to elaborate on what their piece is. So I love that, and I love the fact that you shared a poem as well. So thank you all.
Well, thank you. And like, excuse me, like I said earlier, later on tonight, you'll get an email and it'll be a virtual Visa gift card for $50. And thank you. It was worth the $50. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Well, if you can take yourself off the stage, or I don't remember, you got it. All right. We're cool. Now, who is first place? Who has got first place? That is the question. Who? I know I have it right here. I have it right here. And first place goes to Maya Livermento. Maya, come on up. Come on down. And let's see you. Are we getting her up? And 3, 2, there we go. Maya in the red, first place. Man, you
Thank you so
killed
much. I
it.
really appreciate that.
Oh, you're
Thank
welcome.
you.
And you killed it. I mean, you really did. First place is well deserved.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely. So, how was this experience for you?
This was phenomenal. I love to do slams, especially after the pandemic. You know, I couldn't really get out there. A lot of poets couldn't get out there, so we were kind of rusty. But this was a really good experience. I loved listening to everybody. Every poet that came out was really awesome. So thank you for sharing the stage with me and inspiring me. So yeah, I just trying to do my people proud and shout out New Bedford, one love.
Yeah, New Bedford takes it tonight. Oh my goodness. But that's okay. That's okay. I'm happy for everyone that came here tonight. And really, I really did love all the poets. I really did love everyone. And you won. It's amazing. So you get $100. Yeah, $100 Visa gift card, virtual Visa gift card, and we will send it to you later on tonight. It will be in your email. I believe we have all that information already, don't we? Yes, we do.
Thank you
So
so much.
thank you so much, Maya, for that. And now we got judges coming up because we do want the judges to talk a little bit about how they like this and what they felt about the poems and the poets tonight. So, Maya, if you can take yourself off the stage, we have Diamond up here, and she's going to talk a little bit about how she felt about the poets and this experience tonight on Poetic People Fighting Racism, the first Juneteenth poetry slam that we have done. So you're on, Diamond.
So I absolutely loved this. I think, like Maya said, definitely in the last few years with the pandemic going on, there has not been as much ability to get together for slam poets and slam in the manner that we were used to pre-COVID. Having done slam poetry for over 12 years now, it was not all that great to kind of be on hold. And like she said, definitely you feel like you got rusty a bit. And so it's great having the ability to get back into the swing of things, whether in person or virtually. And I loved that with this being virtual, there's so much more accessibility. You're not just confined to the poets that are in your immediate area. We got to experience poems from people in a wide variety of places, and you might not have maybe necessarily heard them otherwise. So I absolutely loved that, and I loved kind of like one of the other contestants said about that ability to where often in slam we don't get to elaborate on our pieces kind of at all, due to just such the strict guidelines with the time.
Right.
And getting to hear some of the poets elaborate a little bit on the inspirations for their poems, or kind of what drove them to write that, was just really amazing.
Yeah, well, thank you, and that's what I like about it, because even though poetry is personal, but when you're in a slam, it's kind of the grind. You're, you know what I'm talking about. It's kind of a grind. Everybody's trying to outdo the next one, and people get petty, and here it was just a nice environment, um, and if people really start using this platform for this, uh, instead of reaching maybe 50 people, 100 people, you can reach thousands from this because all of this is going to be in replay. People can watch it whenever they want. Whenever they want, they can come to the platform and watch it, and they're going to hear all the poets that were here. And then they're going to look up the poets that they like. So it gets them more exposure. So I really like that because it gives someone a platform that may not have that ability in their town where they live. There may not be a slam in their town. They might be the only poet in their town, you know, but they can come here and reach thousands of people. So, please,
Absolutely.
people, spread the word because it's good for all of us. Good for all of us. So, thank you so much, Diamond, for that insight. And we see, I say we have Lucinda. So, Lucinda, what did you think about this evening and the
Oh
poets?
my goodness. Um, the talent was off the chain, as they say. I wanted to give a shout out to my homegirl, CC Cosmos. Um, I think that we had a little bit of a freeze on this end, but other than that, the power of her words came through. I am just honored to be part of this. What is it? This the premiere of this event, so you can
Yeah.
call on anytime. I think having a mixture of competitors and to have another poet, the gentleman. My screen went blank, but to have him read his poetry, I thought that was awesome. And so I'm here anytime you need us to promote it. I think that the Georgia Poets we should definitely get together. Come on down.
Yeah.
We do have an open mic venue here called Dope Script, and congratulations, ladies. You were it was tough to judge, but I think that was it Maya? Well
Hmm.
done, well
Yes,
done.
yes, yes. That was excellent, 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 excellent. But all the poems were, all the poets were excellent. And so, you as a judge and Diamond as a judge, was it really hard to make those decisions?
Yeah, yeah. But I think that we our expectations were exceeded, at least for me, because
Hmm.
when you do something for the first time, you never know.
Yes,
This whole thing,
exactly.
but I think that each one of the ladies came on. She was well prepared. They got on, they got off. So it was a professionally done set, and so I think that just being able to judge, it was a great experience. It really was.
Oh, and thank you so much. And just remember, because you have a lot of connections, you know a lot of poets. Remember, send them to Poetic People Fighting Racism. So it's not going to be a slam, every other week, but they can come and do their work. They can come and practice their work. They can come and get input for their work. But we're going to have the real discussions also. So to go in depth and talk about someone's poem and everything that's in it and what they meant and what we received from it is great for poets, because a lot of we don't get that feedback, you know, we don't. So when we're able to get it, it's a good thing. So please, like steer them towards Poetic People Fighting Racism on Fireside. I think my producer has something to say. Do you? No? She's looking like she had something to say. She's like,
I just
listen.
want to thank everybody. Like you, we didn't know if we
And,
could pull this off, but thank you everyone for
and
participating. It's wonderful.
I do want to show everyone Jill, where she's working hard and playing that
I've got my
producer
producer
role.
station for real going
So
on
there she
here. Hi,
is.
everybody.
Give her a round of applause.
Woo!
This is where Jill was making the magic happen tonight. And to let everyone know that I cannot do this without Jill.
Sure you can.
She keeps me straight in any of our shows. So whether it's I'm Right, whether it's Poetic People Fighting Racism, whether it's The Soul Reader, or Wait With Me with Jill Cox Cordova, where she talks about her weight loss, which is pretty cool to me. I think she's really brave to do that. So thank you, Jill.
Thank
I
you.
love you.
Thank you,
and
everybody. Love you too.
I would be lost without you.
Love you, everybody. Love you, sweetheart.
Thank you, Jill, for all your
Okay.
hard work. Jill, you should be commended. Tremendous.
Thank you, Charlie. Thank you.
Patience, and I appreciate you. I really
I
do.
appreciate you. Thank you.
Yeah, and we
Tony,
appreciate you.
Tony, the man about love. You know what? 5 stars, brother. This was good, and I'm glad that we.
Thank you, Charlie. I appreciate it. We tried to bring something that was good, try to bring a good slam here, and hopefully we did that. And we'll see about doing another one next year. Won't we? So we're going to close this show out. I love you all. Now, let me tell you something. When I say I love you all, I really do love you all. I love people. We need to spread love. I even love the people that hate me. Okay? Because if I hate them, I can't talk to them. So we're going to say goodbye. We're going to sign out. I want to thank the contestants. I want to thank the judges. I want to thank really Charlie. I want to thank everybody that came to the audience that did not participate. I want to thank everybody that listened on YouTube. I just want to thank you all. And I really do love you all. Come check us out in our other shows. We'd love to see you there. And that's where you can talk to us. We can talk back and forth and have conversations and have fun and spread the love. So, till next time, we love you all. Bye.